Hey, a fine good evening, everyone. This is Patricia and I, and Traveling for History. Another view of my home. Yay. You can see where Sargie will recline when he feels the need to look out the window. And a lovely lamp over here in the corner. Anyway, so I thought I would share with you a personal story. Since the last week of March is an anniversary for me. In fact, 2022 marks the 45th anniversary of my living here in Vermont. And so I was a kid when we moved here, my mother and I. Mom loved to move. I'm really not sure why. I mean, I have my guesses that maybe she was trying to outrun herself, but you know, what happens is, we catch up with ourselves. Then she'd move again. I don't even know how many states she lived in, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6, 7. At least 7, maybe 8 that I can think of off the top of my head. And here in Vermont, we moved, I want to say 9 times. 9 times. Whew. That's a lot of moving, folks. A lot of moving. I'm not a fan of it, but I have moved a few times within Vermont. So, we were living in Massachusetts. That's the state in which my parents divorced. Dad moved to Norwood, which is near Walpole. I think it's the next town over from Walpole. We moved from Walpole to Medfield. Very much a small town when we lived there. But I visited it when I was taking care of Dad back in 2014, 2015. And no longer a small town vibe there. You know, there used to be just a downtown area and like a church street, but only one side. But when I was there, they had a shopping center. When I went to look at it again in 2014 or 2015, a shopping center with the grocery, big grocery store, and that's not a bad thing. It's just it is a thing. So I decided to drive through the development where we live because I found it. I don't even know how I found it, but I found it. And all the areas I had played as a kid were fenced off. They should have been fenced off, I'm guessing. The behind one area across from where we had lived, the apartment where we had lived, was, there were these clumps of trees on these little bits of land and in water. I mean, I nearly drowned over there. I saw my life flash before my eyes. And I can tell you right now that I did see my life like that, and it was in Technicolor. That was something else. And then the way up to the pond, that also was fenced off. So, kind of a shame, but huge liabilities otherwise. It's not, I'm not saying I really harken back to those days of no oversight, but sometimes this is just a shame. But in case you're wondering how I nearly drowned, the ice broke and I fell through the ice. But clearly I survived it. Because, ta-da, I'm right here. So, when we moved here, it was because Mom wanted to be closer to her sister, who had married a Canadian and lived in Quebec. So, that was actually pretty nice to be, only about 90 minutes away from Aunt Betty than before, which was, hours away. An hour and a half is better than multiple hours. And in fact, I recall spending summers in Montreal with Aunt Betty and my cousin Richard. We were both about the same age. When we moved here, we were essentially transplant Vermonters. I haven't heard that term in quite a few years. I don't think that's really used anymore, but it sure was when we moved here. It was a big, big, big fat deal. Not to say you were a Vermonter if you weren't born here. You know, that Vermont accent. Yeah. I don't do it justice, but I can hear some old-timey Vermonters speaking, and I don't have that accent. I'm not sure what kind of accent I have. This is the 4th state in which I've lived. But 45 years in one place, yay, I like that. And most have been spent in Chittenden County, certainly as an adult. All of them have been spent in Chittenden County. So, I've been thinking about this all week long. I don't remember exactly when we moved here. I mean, Mom never moved in the summertime when I could have started the school year. At the beginning of the year, it was always some point during the school season. Ugh. So we moved here the last week of March in 1977, as I've said. And junior high school, ugh, yuck. I feel for those kids who also think of junior high and think, oh, 2 big thumbs down. But anyway, I've just been thinking about it a lot lately. Of the people I've mentioned, Mom and Dad and my Aunt Betty, they're all dead now. Mom had been the baby of 9 kids, the youngest girl and just the youngest of all of them. And she died in September 2016. But anyway, just thought I would share that I've lived here now 45 years. It's just, wow, kind of just blows my mind. And I have to sit over here because I didn't want to have the ring light in my eyeballs, making me look like an alien. At some point I'll learn how to use the light appropriately, but right now I'll just sit in my dining room instead. Alrighty, on that happy dappy note, I hope you enjoy an upcoming video. It's the darndest thing. The weird stuff you find in the woods. Just the darndest thing. And in the darndest spot, too. And you'll get to hear all about that in my upcoming video. So, until oh, and if you like my videos, if you like the content, hey, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. You can share these videos too. You can share them, share the ones you like with your friends and family, share the ones you don't like, maybe with people you don't like. Although you never know, that could backfire and they might actually really like the stuff too. I don't know if you can hear Sargie, but he says hello in his own troubled, I'll see him, in his own troubled little way. I'm sure you heard that. Oh, oh, ouch. It's that the boy's got claws. Oh, and there he is. There he is. He just wants to be seen and heard. Right, sir? Yes, you. I know. Oh, I know. It's so hard. Oh, I know. So, tag, I'm it. Anyhow, so until we meet again, you have a great evening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. All that good stuff. And I always appreciate that. And I'll see you soon. Bye.